This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Remember this short racetrack too here, Rick. It won't be long till these leaders get back around to the end of the field.
Oh, we got a problem. Todd Bodine gets turned around. No other contact is made. That's in turn number 2.
He gets it refired and will rejoin the field. He will stay on the lead lap.
So that's our first caution here, coming out on lap number 9.
On here, you see he's on the outside of Matt Crafton. Matt gets loose. Got loose on the bottom. We see that so many times, especially here at Mansfield. A little bit flatter down there. Made just a slight bit of contact. Great.
There is a caution that comes out. Adam?
And the report from Johnny Benson, the leader is a little bit loose, and we have trouble on the racetrack. A spin, it looks like Scott Lagasse Jr. in the wall.
Yep, Scott Lagasse got turned around. It was Todd Bodine that he was racing with at the time. And so as he spins around, the caution goes out, and Todd Bodine can take a deep breath.
Yeah, for now anyway. But again, he's going to have to restart more than brought this caution out. Let's see. You see him on the inside of the third. Ooh, he locked up that left front tire and tried to stay off of Todd is what happened. Unfortunately for Scott and that Nicholson group, Ford made some contact with the outside wall.
Back. That's Colin Brown and a lap truck, and there again for the lead.
Oh, look
Johnny
at
Benson,
those.
and they've got a little contact here. Ron Hornaday moves around him. He's going to take away the lead. Here comes Skinner side by side for the lead.
Hey, and we've got over 200 laps to go in this race.
Unbelievable. Skinner trying to take it away from Ron Hornaday. These trucks have not been on pit road, and around goes Hornaday. Hornaday turning around in front of the field. He had a little help from the 5 of Skinner. That brings the caution out once again.
And then the 6 of Colin Brown also spins here, coming off turn number 4. Look at his truck now. I'm telling you, Ron Hornaday looked like a man possessed.
He has got to be just fuming mad right now.
For the second position. And there he is on the inside of Johnny Benson. He tries to do the slide job. You see they make contact, it pulls the nose off, and then Hornaday says, I'm taking that spot there. You see him continue to bump. Now there was a lane up there for Johnny Benson, but here we are again. There's Mike Skinner now on the inside. They make a little contact before they even get to the corner, and that's what really got Ron Hornaday out of shape.
Skinner continued to chase his truck up the racetrack, and then welcome back to the Ohio 250. The fans have sat down because we've had our 4th caution come out here at Mansfield Motorsports Park. Fans up there on the grassy berm in turns 3 and 4 had a front row seat of what just took place in turn number 4.
See Johnny Benson, that situation there actually got a lap. Here's Scott Speed right here, the Red Bull Toyota lap before. This is going in turn 3. You see Scott Speed jump to the inside of Brendan Gaughan in the 10 truck. They make a little contact a couple different times. They touch again. Now they get down to turn 1 and 2. Scott's going to get by Brendan. Brendan's going to back off there, let Scott go by, and watch what happens when they get down to turn number 3. Got to slow down a little bit for the 21 of Kevin Wood, and Brendan makes some contact, but then Brian Scott's there, and he turns Brendan around, and then Rick Crawford's involved, and Johnny Benson's involved.
Trying to take it away from Dennis. Oh, contact!
No.
David Starr gets into the 18. The 18 turns around. And so another caution will come out. And it's another race for the lead early in this race.
Now, are we going to see a black flag for rough driving for that 11 of David Starr?
You would almost think you have to.
There. He just cannot keep that car down on the bottom. There was no malicious intent whatsoever with that incident, but nonetheless, you have to be able to control your car.
That's a little contact there as he tried to hold on to the spot, and now they move up. More contact between them.
Look at the damage to the 2 of Jack Sprague.
Sheet metal starting to get torn up, and that's Jack Sprague. It comes off the right front tire, gets turned or torn off, and the 14 of Rick Crawford spins.
You see Rick right behind the 11 of David Starr. NASCAR will have to determine whether Rick should have been able to get back in front of him. That would have put him on the lead lap. Then drives up beside him. They make some more contact. And then Jack comes along and catches the left rear corner of Landon Castle's truck and cuts down his right front tire.
Take another look. Look at Landon Castle trying to hang on to it. Matt Crafton stopping him from going into the wall. A lot of damage to that right front. Now, Phil, there's got to be either some tire rub or something going on with that right front because the body is scrunched right down on top of that right front tire.
Yeah, more than likely there is. Caution flags out. Tim Cowan is over in the middle of 3 and 4 right there.
You see Tim Cowan in that 42 stopped. Facing the wrong direction right now. as that brings out our 7th caution of the day.
Panel. I don't know about the door. He hadn't quite got that far up, but
it's heating up, and there it goes. Eric Darnell turns him around. Brendan Gaughan circles his way through 1 and 2. The field stops behind him, and again getting caught up is Scott Speed in that 22. Now we're seeing Eric Darnell and Andy Lally try to get their trucks going once again. 8th caution of the day from Mansfield, and this one was set up a long time ago, Phil.
Yeah, flat left front tire for Brendan Gaughan. There's a lot of damage to the right front of that Red Bull Toyota for Scott Speed, although he had quite a bit of right side damage prior to that incident. Won the Engine Builder of the Year this past week, but there you see the 99 on the bottom of the racetrack. Just like with David Starr and Dennis Setzer, you cannot hold a truck down there.
Terry Cook's on board, showing us a little excitement just in front of him, and problems back behind. Jack Smith and the 20 of Scott Lagasse Jr. get tangled up and turned around. So caution number 9 comes out, slowing the pace down once again, and this is a welcome sight for that 11 of David Starr. Again, David Starr came in as early as anyone. Caution laps, and this is adding to it.
Here's what happened. There's the 99 of Eric Darnell. He's down on the inside of the 20 of Scott Lagasse. Very similarly, get up into the 20 of Scott Lagasse. Scott actually looked like his left rear tire had gone down. Maybe Eric Darnell when they made. There's Donnie Leah right there. Remember, he's a track record holder for the NASCAR Modified Series here.
A lot of laps around this racetrack. Colin Brown gets turned around in 4, and so that brings out our 11th caution of the day.
And each one of these caution laps gives David Starr, Todd Bodine, Mike Skinner a little bit more cushion.
David Starr, a couple years back, had such a great year on short tracks, and now hoping he can hold on here at Mansfield. A lot of smoke coming out of the 18 of Dennis Setzer.
Yeah.
That is not good. It doesn't look like Dennis Setzer. Well, if that smoke stops rolling out of there, that's a better sign. But
well, I think that's because he shut the engine off. It looked like that may have been coming from the engine, because it looked like he was putting something down on the racetrack.
On the bottom of your screen.
Yeah, something obviously has gone wrong. You see Dennis slow down, then the smoke's going to start coming out.
He's billowing out the right side of that truck.
Yeah.
That's the exhaust on the right side.
Yeah, I think
he and Todd Bodine on the same fuel schedule.
Here's a 08 of Jason White racing the 14. Oh, trouble.
Kevin Wood in the 21 gets turned around.
That's the 51 of Shane Sieg also involved.
13th caution at Mansfield.
See if Kevin can get that Air Force truck refired. He does, and he will stay on the lead lap. There's Shane Sieg right there. He was also involved. Just minor front end damage, I think, for Shane Sieg. Let's take another look at what happened. You see Kevin on the outside, and the 51 of Shane Sieg actually got in the back of Kevin, and that's what caused this incident. Then they make a little front of that. He's in a battle with Benny Gordon right now for the 8th position.
Brian Scott goes around. It didn't look like anybody was near him, and Brian Scott turns around on the racetrack. That brings out our 14th caution.
Band.
There was a truck behind him
I
there.
think he got a little contact, maybe
Matt
from the
Crafton.
88 of Matt Crafton. Just a slight bit of contact in the left rear quarter panel. Donnie Lee can smell it right now. He can smell his first Truck Series win. He sees the leader, but now he's got Top 09. He's making a late charge here.
He's going to have his hands full. Oh, problems with Brendan Gaughan. Brendan Gaughan turns around. That will bring the caution out one more time. 15th caution of the day. And oh my goodness, is David Starr going to be nervous?
And a nightmare for David Starr, that caution flag.
This caution came out. Brendan get a little sideways and Crafton right up into it.
You saw him lock up the left front tire right there, and that didn't allow that truck to turn. He made contact with Brendan, turned Brendan around.
Leah right behind him. Leah's been very strong on the bottom of the racetrack. The green flag back in the air. Starr, Donnie Leah, Todd Bodine, 1, 2, 3.
A great restart for David Starr. Let's see if he can hold him off here. That was David Starr's best restart of the race right there.
He needed it. As this field now goes from single file to 2 wide back behind them. David Starr trying to hold on for win number 5 of his career.
Donnie Leah has to be conscious of the fact that Todd Bodine is right behind him. Any slip by Donnie Leah, it allows Todd Bodine to jump beside him.
The battle now is for second as David Starr has put a truck link between him and second place Donnie Leah. Todd Bodine all over the back bumper of Donnie Leah. Leah wiggles just a bit going through the turn. Todd Bodine looks to the bottom.
I'm telling you, that was a terrific restart by David Starr.
That could win David Starr this race if we continue caution-free.
You remember back about 200 laps ago when I said the battle between Dennis Setzer and David Starr may be a battle for the lead, and then David ran into Dennis? That was the pass for the lead and possibly the win here. We'll find out in 4 more laps.
4 laps of racing to go. We're right along with Terry Cook and his Toyota onboard as he sees the best view of that battle for second. Todd Bodine trying to find any way around Donnie Leah. 3 laps of racing to go.
And Todd is going to remember how aggressive Donnie Leah was when he passed him for the 2nd position.
Todd Bodine trying to stay on the back bumper of that number 71 of Donnie Leah. 2 laps of racing remaining. Donnie Leah's closing the gap now on the 11 of David Starr. It's going to come down to the final lap when they come out of turn number 4. David Starr is going to see the white flag. 1 more lap around Mansfield Motorsports Park.
Donnie Leah's right there.
Here he goes. He makes contact. David Starr keeps it straight. They're side by side. 3 wide down the backstretch. Donnie Leah out in front. Todd Bodine down on the bottom. As they come out of 4, Donnie Leah has the edge. Donnie Leah will win in Mansfield.
What a terrific finish, and what a job by Donnie Leah. He was aggressive this race, and it got him a win.
That was amazing for Donnie Leah. He moved David Starr out of the way, Phil.
He sure did. He sure did.
And David Starr did a phenomenal job of keeping that truck pointed in the right direction. But wow, Donnie Leah. They were 3 wide down the backstretch, and Donnie Leah keeps the nose of that Chevy Silverado out front and wins his first ever NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.